I need to make an apology to Dragonstar Varnir. I made a majorly false assertion and a majorly false understanding based on the horrible art style and the few video clips I saw of this game. Welcome, I'm One Man. Today's episode of the Sarcastic Happiness Machine is pretty obvious. This game deserves justice because man do I feel terrible for how I viewed this game. I expected to give this game a 3 to 4 score out of 10. As I played it, I was going to give it a 5 to 6.5 out of 10 as I enjoyed some aspects of Varnir. Charlotta is an amazing fucking queen who can be confident in herself without being an utter bratty bitch, albeit I'm sort of confused considering she's technically gender-bent Varnir of sorts. Her flavorful personality in conjunction with a decent soundtrack was making me give this game the same score as Persona 5, a 5 or 6.5 out of 10. However, as I completed the game to platinum, a dragon started growing within me, clawing to get out of my stomach. Instead, I embraced the madness, and I ended up enjoying most of the game. This game has some very strong positive traits, such as the fact that eventually, the boring and bland cast grew up to be compelling characters for the most part. Charlotta is absolutely everything I want in a woman. Confident, mysterious, yet slightly coy, and yet slightly able to get embarrassed. Not to mention I can identify with fear of getting close to people. Eventually, all the petty bickering and anti-male misandry from certain witches died away a while ago, and they started to develop a more close-knit unit. At first, the witches were like, "You don't know what I've been through and what's been done to us." And then the script was flipped, and Sephi pulled an Uno reverse card and said, "No you." And seeing their reaction created a various form of reactions of my own. An unintentional laugh as I saw their agenda get burned to the ground quicker than the Witch of Hellfire when they saw the history of Zephy's parents. Even the "I'll kill him" brat Karikara ended up thinking, "Oh shit, this is heavy." B, a sense of happy relief when they started seeing him as one of their own because of the crap he had been through. C, a true smile as the witches started to understand the level of good character Zephy has. Zephy, not going to lie, seems drier than a Nazi MRI in the midst of the blazing heat on the Rhine. I felt like he was going to be the Latius of the group.
Bruh, look at this dude. But it's time to duel! Yu-Gi-Oh!
But he turned out he was more akin to Durin or Leonhardt. Record of August War references, Mina. Yet, with that example, shows who Zephy is. Even with his tragic past, he does not let it affect his sense of self. He displays true strength of character, and the rest of the girls started seeing what kind of man he is. Yet in typical Compile Heart fashion, they all started seeing him as more than just a friend. The ladies each started to see him as a man. The start of the cast seemed boring, annoying, and trite. However, Dragonstar Varnir is the slowest of slow burns, and it majorly shows. The mechanics are nothing special. Just imagine Fairy Fencer F, Advent Dark Forest, combined with Harry Potter Quidditch. Pretty much Varnir's mechanics in a nutshell. Some of the songs in this series will remain with me because of how memorable they are. Also, battling Varnir is an awesome thing to behold too. A very suitable final battle, and one that's really fun. Dragonstar Varnir was a game I gave a bad rap to, and I am slightly ashamed of it. I am normally a huge proponent of slow burn stories, so the fact that I didn't treat it with the same kind of respect is unlike me. The premise seems hokey at first, but the premise evolves. There's only one major issue that holds this game from being higher ranked, and it's one specific ending that cheapens the entire product. The mad ending. I will not go into why. I will be doing an offhand retrospective with a retrospective playlist as to why this ending is so egregiously bad. In fact, it is so egregiously bad that it warrants a separate video to discuss and compare other bad endings in the Compile Heart games to showcase how bad the mad ending is. but in a TLDR, the ending is so cheap that it almost ruins the entire experience. This game is now a game I give an 8 out of 10 for. A well-written story, for the most part, a B+ OST, C+ cast, and somehow they make a pretty hokey premise work. And to be honest, Charlotta is smoking sexy style! I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I tried to keep it as spoiler-free as possible while still being entertaining. So if you did enjoy this, like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and same goes for clicking the bell. Follow me on Twitch at the same name and you'll see Miku from Quintessential Quintuplets as the profile pic. I cannot wait to see you